Hi, this is Vijay Bambwani, and in this video, I want to talk about a very touchy topic. A few of these words and phrases that you would have heard in the past few days or maybe a week or two, and you didn't know what really to make out of it, how it impacts your portfolio, how it impacts your investments and your trading, and because you didn't know where to go, you basically were left wondering as to what it all meant. Now, I'm going to shed light on this as best as I can in this very short video. Friends, I'm Vijay Bambwani, a trader with 35 years experience under my belt, 28 of which are as a founder, promoter and CEO of a limited company that trades for a living. You see, over a period of time, it's not my intelligence, but it is compulsion. They say necessity is the mother of invention. I realized that if I want to put food on the table for my family with trading profits, it became my responsibility to look at as many aspects as far as possible which would impact the prices of securities that I was trading or investing my money in, or the company's money in. Now, the more I looked at factors that impacted prices, the higher was my probability of success. Remember, we in financial markets deal in probabilities and not certainties. So if I wanted a higher probability of success, I needed to look at as many factors as possible. Now, inflation therefore became a study that I focused on. Some of my weekly cash alert subscribers who've been with me for a while now, and some of you who've seen my videos and online launches and products have heard me and Rahul talk about how I used to go to the vegetable market. As a matter of fact, I still do. I go to the vegetable market, collect prices of 16 vegetables, 5 or 6 fruits, milk, eggs, meats, etc., and I jot them down. If out of these approximately 2 dozen items, more than 80 to 85% are inflating, I think the markets will basically run into a wall of resistance. So what does inflation have to do with your investments and trade? You see, there are various schools of economics and various schools of thought, and there is a school of economics called the Austrian School of Economics. If you Google search it, you will get more details on this. Now, the Austrian School of Economics is a theory that's subscribed by some economists who believe that inflation is nothing but a misery, and therefore the inflation index is also known as the misery index. Inflation is nothing but the rise of prices in both essential and or non-essential items. And the more your essential items become expensive, and these are items that you cannot do without, for example, food, shelter, clothing, medicines, etc., the more these items become expensive, the more money or more portion of your earning you will be spending in fulfilling your consumption wants of these essential items, and therefore the smaller and smaller will be your savings, that obviously that you will put in the stock market as a trader or as an investor. So suffice it to say that higher the inflation, the lower the amount of money a retail investor will be able to invest in the market. I'm emphasizing on the word retail investor. Please understand that after 9/11 occurred, please understand I'm emphasizing on the word retail investor because after 9/11 occurred in 2001, the US Federal Reserve started printing unbacked currency at the fastest pace possible and flooded this money in the financial markets, thereby strengthening the institutional or the corporate and mutual fund / hedge fund investor. So over a period of time, the retail investor, his presence in the market will go down and the markets will become more and more institutionalized. In the world of trading, the more the span margins become expensive and higher, the fewer will be the retail traders who will be able to trade in FNO. They will basically be forced to go into either delivery mode or into the mutual fund mode, which means their proactive participation on a day-to-day basis in the market will go down. So you see, whether the margin goes up as a trader, in which case you will trade less, or inflation goes up in the world as an economic process where you have less money left to invest in the market, your presence in the market will be curtailed. So over a period of time, higher inflation means that there will be stronger hands, institutional hands, corporate hands, and pension and mutual funds which will be investing in the market more than you will be able to. And it is because inflation is rising that the fixed income or the bond investors are feeling that the negative or the very poor yields that they are getting on the bonds are not enough. They are selling their bonds, sending bond yields higher and demanding higher interest rates, which will basically make the cost of capital higher, and it will make the cost of doing business, and trading and investing is also a business because money has a cost to it. It is making all types of business, including trading and money, more expensive, which means that you are now slowly feeling resistance on the upside because the cost of money might just go up, which is what inflation does. Remember the Austrian School of Economics, which says inflation is nothing but a misery. And the higher the inflation, the higher will be the misery. Those of you, this is of course a joke, those of you who have the misfortune of being connected with me on social media would have been bombarded with factual evidence of the Food and Agricultural Organization, the FAO. The website name is FAO.org. This is a subsidiary of the United Nations organization, and I've given you factual evidence as to how food prices, global food prices, are at the highest after July 2014. Don't take my word for it. Visit the UNO's Food and Agricultural Organization and you'll find out. And food inflation is the worst kind of inflation. Now this is an item which you cannot live without. You will have to buy this for yourself and your family. And the more expensive food becomes, the less money you have to invest or spend anywhere else. So the FAO has been warning that in some parts of the world, food inflation might hit even as high as 25 to 30%. Now this, as per the Austrian School of Economics, is misery index hitting a level where it is screeching like an air raid siren. Now these are not levels of inflation that's old school of thought people like me would want. We basically do not want very high inflation. In a growing economy, of course, inflation will occur, but food inflation to the extent where it will be in high double digits and stick around there is something that is going to make people miserable, which means that the rich will become richer, the poor will become poorer, the inequity or the difference between the wealth distribution will become even more sharper, and the way investments or the hurdles to investments and trading are coming up, it will mean that the markets will become more and more institutionalized. So you see, I'm not just raising red flags out of sheer want of raising a red flag, or I love raising red flags, or I'm a bear by heart, but these are factual evidences which are coming from multilateral agencies. A multilateral agency is an organization which is for social good spread across many countries in the world, and UNO is a multilateral agency. Now when the UNO says that food inflation is rising with facts, figures, data, Excel sheets, country by country split of the food inflation, you basically cannot deny this hard evidence. Now keep watching the inflation figure, and if you're interested, like me, go to the vegetable market once a week, note down prices of fruits and vegetables, eggs, milk, poultry, etc. on a week-on-week basis, and slowly you will see a pattern emerge. If food inflation is going up for 3 to 5 weeks in a row, you will realize that certain things happen. For example, the USD INR rises, which means the rupee becomes weaker and the dollar becomes stronger. You will see that the Nifty starts approaching a resistance on the upside. Now, as you put together this evidence, this approach is called weight of evidence approach. As you put together these evidences, you will realize that there is a pattern to it. You can definitely make a pattern out of this and use this information to trade and invest better for yourself. I repeat, my friends, everything that happens in the money markets or financial markets happens for a reason, and that reason itself is financial. Inflation is also a financial event. You must watch it for your sake and the sake of your family. On this somber note, I bid goodbye to you, but not before reminding you to click like on this video if you agree with what I said. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. Keep the line of communication going by commenting in the comment section in this video, and help me reach out to fellow like-minded investors and traders by referring my video to your family and friends. Thank you for watching me. Have a very, very profitable day ahead. Vijay Bambwani signing off for now. Thank you very much. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my free email newsletter, Fast Profits Daily, and get my free guide, How to Trade Markets Like a Pro.